Okay, this is gonna be a lot to unpack. Hey kids, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I am Amanda. I'm gonna be talking about something that I don't normally cover on this channel. And also it's something that I haven't really even talked about like in my real life. Not before a couple of weeks ago anyway. And it's something that I've had on my mind for a while. Also it is a rabbit hole that I have been in for the last 3 weeks. I don't even know where to begin. Okay, so back in August of 2015, I joined a company called ItWorks.
Oh my god, embarrassing!
Before you click away, I am no longer with ItWorks. I want to make that abundantly clear. I haven't been for like 3 years. But back in 2015, I was a bona fide hunbot. And as cringy as this video inevitably is going to get, I think it's important for me to share my experience, because if just one person like walks away from watching this video and is discouraged to ever join an MLM, totally worth it. So I wanted to share my experience with you guys with ItWorks. And also I wanted to share some of the shit I found while I was researching the company, and let me tell you, it's a lot. For those of you that have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, ItWorks is a multi-level marketing company, or an MLM. So independent distributors, or as many like to call them, hunbots, direct sell whatever product the MLM offers. And they often do so using methods that are, shall I say, less than ethical? Now in this video, I'm only going to be talking about ItWorks specifically, because that's the only MLM that I have firsthand experience with. So in order to give some context as to why I even joined ItWorks in the first place, I want to go back to before my son was born. We were living in Tennessee. At the time, I was working in a restaurant. I actually loved my job, to be honest with you. I was a hostess, and I had been in the restaurant industry, give or take, maybe 10 years. I liked my job. I did. You know, I liked my job. I planned on working all throughout my pregnancy, taking my maternity leave, and then just coming right back. You know, and I was okay doing it. You know, I knew that it wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, but like for what I needed it for, to pay the bills, it served its purpose, and I did enjoy working there. My then boyfriend, now husband, and I, you know, we're talking about like what we were gonna do about childcare, and we started thinking about like, okay, are we gonna try to like work our schedules around each other, because at the time he was working retail. So we were like, you know, are we gonna try to schedule around each other so that one of us is always home with him, or are we gonna look into childcare, like daycare or something? And we very quickly realized that scheduling around each other was not going to benefit us in the long run, because a full paycheck of mine would really only pay for childcare, and really nothing else, and maybe some like gas for me to actually get to work. So it wasn't, you know what I mean? On top of that, we lived in Tennessee at the time, where neither one of us had any family. We had friends, we had great friends actually. But you know, they had their own lives, they had their own responsibilities. A lot of them worked in the restaurant industry, a lot of them worked in retail, some were still in school, so it just wasn't feasible to like just have somebody that we knew watch our son. And daycare for babies is pretty pricey. I'm just saying, this shit's not cheap. But we couldn't live on one income because of our roommate situation, which was a complete dumpster fire. If you ever want to hear that story, let me know in the comments below, because that's a fucking doozy right there. Anyway, my family offered to help us out with our rent, because our rent was very high. Again, we did have a roommate, and when we first rented the place, we rented it with a different roommate than we had later on. I don't know if I'm confusing you. Okay, so we were fine there until we got a new roommate, and then shit started to go downhill, in a nutshell. Okay, my family offered to help us out with rent until Adam and I you know, figured out our next move. So I ended up going on maternity leave a week early. My mother-in-law, well, my now mother-in-law was there with us. She had been, I think she had been with us about a week by the time I went on maternity leave. And like oh my gosh, she was so great. Like she was such a big help. She was like cleaning the house and like cooking. And so I gave birth. And at first, after I got home from the hospital, my birth story is a whole other complication. That's a whole other story. If you ever want to hear that, again, comment below. But anyway, at first when I got home, I had a lot of help. I really did. I had a lot of help. We stayed in the hospital for 3 days. My mother-in-law stayed. My dad actually flew out and stayed with us in the hospital. Then when we got home, they left. The next morning, my mom got there and stayed for 2 weeks. A week into my mom's stay, both my grandmothers flew up from Florida and stayed with us for an additional 2 weeks. So I had a lot of help with like housework and cooking and helping me like learn how to take care of this like pink squirmy thing that, you know, kept crying and pooping everywhere. Pooped in his diaper, he didn't poop everywhere. Anyway, I had a lot of help. And I mean, I didn't feel the things that I was inevitably going to feel until everybody left. It was after my family left and it was just myself and my son. And I had a fairly okay routine going. I was able to, you know, do the laundry, take care of my son, cook. But it was when I started doing everything on my own that I started to feel guilty because I wasn't working and I wasn't bringing in any money. And even though like we had financial help, it wasn't like I wasn't doing anything. I was, you know, I was taking care of our son. I was doing laundry. I was cooking. I mean, I was still doing stuff, but in my head at the time, just being completely like honest, I didn't feel like that was enough. I felt guilty for not financially contributing to my family. And what's worse is I never said anything about it. Not to anyone. Not to my husband, not to my family, not to any of my friends. I just kept it here. Because I don't think it was because I didn't think anybody would understand. I don't think that was it. I honestly just, I felt like if I complained about it, or not complained about it, but if I like talked about it, the fact that I was feeling guilty for not working, that it would somehow be interpreted as like I'm not grateful for Adam going out and working. I don't know if that makes sense. It made sense to me at the time. And moreover, I think part of me too, again, if I'm being totally honest, I didn't want to like bring attention to it. I didn't want to bring attention to the fact that I wasn't working because I liked staying home with AJ. I liked being home with him. I know it sounds stupid now, but at the time, the weight of this guilt was so very real for me and heavy. It was heavy. It was like anytime Adam would come home, that was, you know, that was the first thing that I would think. Or especially when he would leave. When he would, you know, say, all right, I gotta go. I'll be back in, you know, whatever time. Because he usually tells me what time he's gonna be home so that I can try to have dinner, like, ready right when he gets home. I would feel it the worst then. And it's not his fault. It was completely my issue. It had nothing to do with him. You know, and I think it was kind of like a mix of like maybe baby blues or, you know, I don't know if I want to go as far as to say PPD, though I did struggle with a lot of emotional baggage after I had my son. I'm fine now. But anyway, yeah. So at the time, it wasn't so ridiculous. Now it seems ridiculous. So anyway, fast forward a few months, Adam and I decided to move to Illinois for a couple of reasons. The number one reason being that we both grew up around a lot of family and we wanted our son to grow up the same way. My family is pretty spread out. I've got a brother that lives in California. Excuse me, my mom lives over on the Northeast coast. And of course, the rest of my family still resides in Miami. My mom lives in Connecticut. So we're all like spread out, you know? And all of my husband's family is here. Well, like 90% of them, I would say. About 90% of them are here. So it just made sense. It made sense to, you know, move back to his hometown in Illinois. And that's where we've been ever since. And that is where our story begins. So in the midst of this move, I was still kind of contemplating what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to make some strides towards something that I could eventually turn into a career. Like I wasn't necessarily looking for another restaurant job or, you know, like a barista job, or not that there's anything wrong with any of those jobs. I mean, I worked in the restaurant industry for almost around or about 10 years, and I loved it. But I wanted, again, I wanted to focus on something that could eventually, you know, turn into a career. So I decided to go back to school because I had stopped going to college just a few credits shy of getting my AA. So I figured, okay, you know, I'll go back to school, and from there, like while I'm doing that, I can kind of, you know, try different avenues, you know, and I can like figure out what I want to do. One day, about 2 months after we moved, I saw this post from a friend. And when I say friend, I mean like a good friend. Like we went to high school together, we went to college together, we were best friends. I'd still consider her a good friend. But anyway, I saw this post on Instagram and I messaged her and I said, hey, you know, I'd like to try one of those wraps because, you know, on top of like the guilt that I was feeling about like my, you know, like me not bringing in any money or me not working or whatever, I, you know, was also going through the, I would say, relatively normal, you know, emotions of like your body has changed, you've just had a baby, you're like flabby in places that you were never flabby before. And the wraps that she was selling was only $25. Like it was $25 for one wrap, which when you think about it is a lot of money to pay for. Hold please. This. Okay, shit. That landed all the way at the top of the bookshelf. That's pretty sick. But I can justify spending $25, even on something ridiculous like that. Like, I can justify $25. Let's be real, I don't have to ask anybody, like, if I can buy anything. I don't have to ask anybody's permission. But when it's something a little more expensive, which just for reference, for me is like over $40. I don't know, I like to get Adam's take on it. I like to bring it up to my husband and just get his take on it. And more often than not, I get it anyway, you know. Now, at this point, she hadn't said anything about the business opportunity yet, and she is a good friend of mine. So I was excited to see if, you know, if this product worked. So a few days later, she sends me this message. And I want to make clear real quick, she did not call me by the wrong name. She and I have known each other since high school, like I said, but we got really close in college, and that was like during the height of what was it called? The Simple Life with Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, you know, that reality show? No. So we jokingly called each other Paris and Nicole because that show was very popular back then. So yeah, I called her Paris, she called me Nicole. So she said, Hey Nicole, so I know you've seen the post about the business I started. This might be totally out of left field, but every time I see you post now, I think about how awesome you'd be at this. You're always so positive, it's super simple, and I totally work the business from my phone while the girls are napping and playing. Would you be interested in some extra income? I want you to join my team. Now again, I had only ever been approached by an MLM one other time. If you ever want to hear that story, that's actually kind of a fun story that led nowhere, but you know, it's whatever. But I'm not going to tell it right now because we're in the middle of shit. So I wasn't really, I guess, prepared for like the wording. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I hadn't seen this message before. It wasn't like now where like everybody knows what these messages look like. Even if you've never been contacted by an MLM, it seems, people still know what these messages look like. They're literally everywhere. There's a whole subreddit about it. But at the time, obviously, I didn't know any better. So I responded, I'd definitely be interested in learning more about it. But the only thing is that I'm going to be starting my last semester soon. So I'm not sure if I would be taking on too much. But I'm definitely interested in learning about what it entails. And I had already planned on blogging about my experience with the rap on Much Ado About Mommy. So I actually forgot about that. So I had a mom blog, or I tried to have a mom blog. I tried to have a mom blog when we first moved here too, just to kind of like, it started off as kind of a hobby, and then I tried to like make some money with it. Like I would get like affiliate links from Amazon and like, you know, just try to make, I didn't make dick, but I just tried to, you know, make some money that way. But that was my blog, Much Ado About Mommy. And if you can tell me, if you can name that reference, or if you got that reference, like hit the like button on this video if you got that reference. But yeah, like at this point I had never heard of an MLM, so all this was like foreign to me. And plus it was a friend that I trusted, that I still trust. She's no longer with the company either. I trusted the business opportunity because I trusted my friend, if that makes sense. Which in most cases, from what I've learned, what I've read the last couple, over the last couple of weeks, is more often than not, that is the case. I wasn't completely naive. Like I did ask for more info because I genuinely didn't know what to do. Moreover, like who the hell was gonna buy weight loss products from, so then she replied, good news is you could work on your time, whenever, however, no quotas to meet or anything, which is technically a lie. Though I don't think that she meant it as a lie, but it's technically a lie. Plus you'd get our discount. That is not a lie. That is 100% true. We did get the, the wholesale discount. And if you pre-sell the 4 wraps that come in your starter kit, you'll have no out-of-pocket expense to start up. That's what I did. And that is actually what I ended up doing. So I said, ooh, that's interesting. And she said, send me your email and I'll get more details to you. So I said, okay. And I gave her my email address. She replied, sent lots of details, so let me know if you have questions. So I was like, cool, I'll look at it right now. Then she said, we have a promotion going on for August when you can earn an extra $500 when you hit Ruby level, the first level. I'd love to get you signed up and aboard the money train. Now, her point about pre-selling the wraps did further intrigue me because at the time when she's telling me this, well, you can pre-sell your wraps and there are no out-of-pocket expenses, and that made complete sense to me, right? Like, I don't know, it seemed totally risk-free, again, at the time. I didn't know any better. Oh, but I learned. So I said, I saw that because I had seen like the Ruby promotion, which let me tell you something, they seem to always have that limited time promotion. I asked her, how'd you get into this if you don't mind me asking? And she said, honestly, I've watched a mom friend from Missouri do this for almost 2 years now, and in those 2 years, she has earned a $10,000 bonus, a $20,000 bonus, and a $50,000 bonus, plus commissions, all while staying home with her 2-year-old. She's paid for braces, kitchen renovations, grand vacations, and has become debt-free. I got tired of sitting around watching. Results are real. My team is amazing. And it was time. 3 kids and 1 income is no joke. And she does have 3 kids. They're not that far apart in age either. I think the oldest is 1 or 2 years older than my son. And everything that she said about like the bonuses that she saw her friend getting and like this and that, I believe in my heart that she had no idea how those bonuses actually work. I believe that in my heart because I didn't know how those bonuses worked even after I left and I was with them for a little over a year. And I never knew how those bonuses worked, though that's probably because I never fucking got a bonus, but whatever. I'm glad I didn't get a bonus, trust me. Anyway, so I said, I hear ya, and she said she earned $70,000 in bonuses alone this year and regular commissions. I need that, or at least half that, LMAO. I said LOL. So funnily enough, I don't know how true this is. I would imagine it's pretty true, though. Most people that join ItWorks do so because they just want like an extra $500 a month. Like that's how it starts out. But before they know it, sometimes they don't even make $5. Sometimes before they know it, they've literally swindled so many people and they're so down, like so far down the fucking rabbit hole that they don't realize what it is that they're doing. They don't realize that they're manipulating people, that they're preying on people. They don't realize any of this because they're so fucking far down the rabbit hole. Like they literally think, like literally, they're like, oh my God, look at all the good I'm doing. Oh my God, look at my, like, listen, if I could be, like literally, if I could be on an island somewhere, like rocking on a hammock with a freaking presidente in my hand and freaking strawberries on my tits, do you not think that I would do that? Yes, yes the fuck I would. I think everybody would do that. Like, yes, but at what cost? That's my, like, that's really the question. Like, what are you willing to do to have that fantasy life, to have that dream lifestyle? Because that's what they're selling, you guys. They're not selling products. They're not selling shakes and coffee and fucking wraps and, you know, like, they're not, that's not what they're selling. They're selling the dream. They're selling the American dream. And I'm gonna prove that shit. I don't know why I snapped, but I'm like on fire right now. So I want to go through the email that my friend sent me. Here's all that you need to know about the ItWorks business. It's really simple, but it looks like a lot of info. So just, you know, please just write your questions down and I can answer your questions. Heart. What is ItWorks anyway? ItWorks has an all-natural, plant-based line of body wraps, supplements for every need, and a full skincare line. It's also a business opportunity with an awesome comp plan attached. ItWorks is team-based. Every distributor's business is like their own, but unlike other network marketing companies, you truly function as a team. We give you everything you need to be successful. We give you everything you need to be successful. Literally everything. You get tons of help. Getting started. Your starter kit. Hey now. Your starter kit costs $99 and that includes 1 month of your website, marketing materials, and 1 box of wraps. There are 8 in the kit through 7/28. I didn't end up getting the extra wraps. All I got was the 1 wrap. And don't worry, I got receipts for like literally everything. Like, I feel like I'm about to spill some major ass tea, like some hot ass tea, like woohoo, hot ass tea. But at the same time, I don't look at it as like a hot ass tea. And besides, most of the tea that I'm spilling, at least I think, is gonna be on myself anyway, so it's fine. Okay. So just moving on, I want to get through this really quick because I want to show you guys, I want to show you guys the starter kit, and there's a ton of shit that I want to show you. Okay, so starter kit, okay, 4 boxes of wraps that you can keep for yourself or sell for $25 each and make your money right back. I sold mine before they even arrived and I can help you to do the same. It also has sample bottles of our number 2 product, defining gel and fab wrap for wrapping people. If you truly don't have the $99 to start up, there are also ways to start for free. So just be sure to tell me that and I'll help you. And I don't remember. I know that in my messages, I think my messages with our emerald leader, I think she was an emerald. She was either an emerald or a diamond, but I think she was an emerald. I'm not 100% sure again, but I think she was an emerald. My friend's upline, so my upline's upline. I'm pretty sure that that she sent in one of our group chats, she sent like a post specifically addressing that, like if you don't have the money to pay. I mean, and it's just as big of a nightmare as you would imagine. You know, the things on the list are like pre-sell the wraps, which, you know, that's not so bad. Max out a credit card, skip a bill, ask to borrow it from a friend. The fuck? Listen to me right freaking now, okay? If your friend comes to you and is like, hi, listen, I need a favor. Can you give me $99 because there's this like business opportunity? I literally, I want you to take them out to dinner and be like, no, we're going to eat this food and we're going to be happy. And then I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to give you the $99. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, you are such a good friend. And you're going to be like, I know I'm a good friend. I know I am. There's like a ton of resources down below in the description. Literally all of the articles that I'm going to be talking about, plus and then some. There's some videos you can watch. Everything is linked down below. So if you have a friend that is thinking about joining an MLM, go down there, pick something that you think will resonate with them from that list, or find something on your own and freaking send it to, like, talk them out of it. Like, do not let them do it if you can help it. Anyway, so getting paid, how you make money with this company, you earn commission on your customers' orders. That's true. You earn commission off your whole team's orders. That's true. Bonuses for growing your team. Half truth. And wrap cash for selling individual wraps. That is also true. Commissions are paid once a month and you can earn unlimited weekly $99 bonuses. That's true. I actually earned one of those. You will also get $120 in free product after you personally get 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days, which I actually did twice. I used mine to get 8 wraps, which I sold for $25 each and made the profit. See the compensation plan attached to read over all the commission details. Oh, we will. Our company also offers bonuses throughout the year. There's a $500 cash bonus available right now. It's a Ruby bonus. It's super attainable. It's not super attainable, just whatever. And includes $500 a month in commission. Lots of potential here. If you do not like being a distributor after the first 30 days or at any time, you can cancel at any time with no penalty. So you can try it totally without risk. The only cost you will have is a $20 website fee. That's not the only cost you have monthly. The only cost you will have is $20 website fee. Your website is your office. We do everything on it and make this business so simple. Pre-order from it directly. You don't have to keep an inventory to deliver. No paper methods of keeping track of stuff. Oh, I bet you were hoping that I wouldn't keep my paper copies of stuff. I bet you were hoping. I'm not talking to my friend. I'm talking to the company. I bet you were hoping that. I just fucking bet. Lucky for me and terrible for you, I am a fucking hoarder. Selling one wrap will pay for your website so you can easily run your business for free. I do. Fuck you. I did not run that business for free. Again, I'm not talking to my friend. I'm talking to the company because fuck you and fuck you and because fuck you and because fuck you. What do you have to do? Steps to be successful with this company are simple. Find 4 friends or family members to order wholesale as a loyal customer, and then find 3 people to make some money with you. If you follow those steps every month, it's impossible not to move up through this company and make money. We call this steps to success. It's attached here. I'm sure you have a lot of questions running through your head at this point, so just let me know a good time to talk on the phone. I can answer them all. I look forward to talking with you. And then she signed it. So I talked it over with Adam, and to my recollection, he was just like, yeah, try it. So I did. I tried to pre-sell my wraps, which gave me so much anxiety because I was selling something that I didn't even have in my possession. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. So I ended up pre-selling 3 of them. And then I just ended up buying the last wrap myself because I just wanted to get the wraps so that I could get them out to the people that had already paid me for them. Okay. So this is the starter kit. This is what I got right here. And what came in here, I'll show you. There's not, like, some of the stuff that was in here I've taken out already, but okay. So it came with this right here. It's called Fab Wrap, and it's pretty much just to hold the wrap in place. That's all this does, literally. You got 4 of these little sample bottles of the defining gel. As you can see, it comes in a little clear, like, thing, like a box or whatever the hell. You get a box of wraps, which it's just a box, and then there's 4, they're all individually, like, wrapped. See, they're all individually wrapped, so there's 4 in a box. Then you get this, which I'm pretty sure is like, just like how to, yeah, see, this is like just detailing like how to use the wrap. I don't know what the hell the notes are for, but whatever. So, I don't know what the hell the notes are for, to be perfectly honest. You know what? I think that this might have been, like, this booklet might have been for, like, if you had, like, a wrap party, you could give these out to whoever came to the party, and they could take notes during your presentation. Like, you're a fucking, like, professor at a damn lecture hall. I cannot right now. And then they have this. This is pretty much all of their products. Now, obviously, this is going to be different from what they're giving out now because they have a lot of new products. But this was all of their products back in 2015. As you can see, there's quite a lot. There's quite a lot. There's even the back here. As you can see, there is quite a lot. Yeah. So you got that. There's another catalog. I don't know what the hell this shit is, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Oh, this is like a little, like, welcome to the family. Because, like, you know, it's like a gang, you know? It's like the mafia. But anyway, that's like from the CEO or whatever. Okay, and this was the steps to success. Now, I actually have, this is not my original one. I have my original one. Let me see. I have my original one right here, but as you can see, there's people's names there, and I don't want to, like, out anybody. So I'll use this one because it's blank. It's from the second starter kit that I purchased. Yes. Yep. Okay, so as you can see, LC is loyal customer, DT is distributor. So in order to move up to the next level, which was Ruby, that's like the big one that everybody talks about. Like, nobody says shit about executive because executives don't fucking count as, like, literally anything. So anyway, so yeah, you get your 4 loyal customers, and then you get 3 people to sign up, and then if you get like one of the people that you sign up signs up 2 more people, then you make Ruby. Like, that's how they say. They're like, oh my god, it's so easy. It's not that easy, let me tell you. Oh, look, they were offering 10% off of Blitz cards, which was like essentially business cards. Do I have any of my Blitz cards in here, or did I give all those fucks away? I probably threw them away. Anyway, yeah, so shirts. Now, I'm not gonna lie, some of their shirts are kind of cute, but no, not happening, not happening. And then you get a wrap magazine. So you get, it's just a magazine with, you know, they've got, you know, testimonials, and they've got, oh my gosh, look, this girl is, like, doing so good, and, like, look at how much fun we have, and just a bunch of fucking bullshit. Just trust me. And then you get your your ItWorks bracelet, which I actually liked a little bit. I'm not really much of a bracelet or jewelry in general. I'm not really much of a jewelry person, especially bracelets, because my wrists are like super tiny. They're tiny. So bracelets like this, like I don't like, here, look, I'll show you. See how it's like loose? I don't like that. I don't like, no. If I want you up here, then stay the fuck up here. I don't want you, no. Like, no. So as much as I kind of liked, the bracelet, I couldn't wear it because it didn't fit. But anyway, so that's what was in the starter kit, and this was $99. Funnily enough, a box of wraps, like retail, is $99. And what do you know? You get a box of wraps in the starter kit. Have you noticed that pretty much everything else, except for the sample of the fab wrap and the sample bottles of defining gel, like literally everything else in there is like completely fucking useless? So I got the $120 shopping spree, and I'm pretty sure that I bought another box of wraps with it, or 2 more boxes of wraps, because I figured that I could sell them and like make my cash back. In the end, I ended up with about 8 loyal customers, 4 of which were members of my own family. And I had 1 distributor under me, and keeping it real, it was Adam. And he didn't run his business. I ran his business. All I really got was the 4 customers to get the $120 shopping spree. Like, that's literally all I got. Like, that's it. I didn't sign up anybody else. As a distributor, I didn't make that much. I really didn't. I don't have them all. It's a damn shame. I probably do have them all. I just have them like they're scattered. But these are the receipts that I was able to find. There's 9 of them. There's actually 10. And they're quite high, let me tell you. And then I also have receipts of things that I bought for my business. And we're gonna go through those together. This one I'm not gonna count. This one I don't think, well, maybe I will. Okay, so this one is from Target. It's for like a pen. Yeah, there we go. A pen, a clipboard, a staple, and some a stapler and some staples. I don't think I'm gonna count this one, except for that pen, because that's an expensive ass pen. I'm just saying, $3.49 is fucking expensive for a pen. Why would I spend, God, why would I fucking spend $3? Why would I spend that much on a pen? Whatever. All right, whatever. We won't count these because I have been able to reuse those, so I'm not even gonna count those. Okay, so this is a receipt from the post office, and this is from, I actually had delivered, I had a bottle of Fat Fighters that I was giving away, which I did buy. And so I bought the Fat Fighters, which, let me see if I have that receipt actually, because this is 12/11. So let's see, because I know I have a receipt in here for literally just Fat Fighters. Let me see. Nope, it was this one. Okay, so here's December 3rd, 2015. And I got the Fat Fighter and the energy pack, which was their energy drink, which, you know what? Their energy drink was actually really good. I mean, I liked it. It was overpriced, but I liked it, taste-wise. And it says ship date 12/3. This was sent on 12/11. So this is this. So the Fat Fighters were $23 plus $5.95 for shipping and handling, and I was doing so express, if I'm not, 2-day shipping. So $5.95 and $28.95, almost $30. And this is a bunch of shit that I bought for a fair trade or a craft show that I had signed up for. And I didn't sell any of it. So, yeah. That was 56, 57, plus all the shit that I, you know, put in there, which I'm pretty sure was like some of the greens, like the greens on the go, which I had to actually purchase. Greens on the go was $35. So $35 plus $52.75. That is what, $87.75 just to participate in that craft show. And then I bought a $25 shirt. I'm going to do all of this math actually, and I'm going to have that for you.